Alright guys, so today I'm going to be discussing why, in my opinion, I believe the 95 Mustang model year was the best for the sn95 generation, the 4th gen. These are my opinions, my, how would you say, feelings over the cars. I have a 95 Mustang GT, so I might be a bit biased, but I'll try my best to not let that show too much, I guess. And we're going to start off by showing you the differences that set the 95 apart from all the other years of the sn95 generation. So we're going to start off with the 95 Mustang hardtop convertible. This was the first year Ford did this, and it was a 95 Mustang GT convertible, but they had installed their own hardtop piece. So essentially, you could put down the convertible top and strap this on using the factory hinges of the convertible mounting location with alignment pins, and this piece would fit and make it look exactly like a hardtop, a coupe. It had the rear connector in the back for a the defroster and the upper the light up top, and it was a plug-and-play installation. If you had this vehicle, these are very rare, as you could see in this video over here, where I could get my mouse. You could definitely tell it's a convertible, a vert, and the top distinguishes it by this seal right here, and then you'll see the big panel gap up top, but it's not a big gap, it's just a seal. But from far it looks like a coupe. That's one thing that Ford did. They made it align perfectly. It doesn't look like a very aftermarket piece. And as you could see, these pieces came with their own how would you call it, like loading station for you to store. And they came with a, I believe it's a VCR tape, a cassette, or a DVD. I'm not sure which one, but it came with one of them on the installation instructions that you could watch to put it on. And what's cool about the 94 hardtop convertible is you could have the hardtop on top and lower the rear windows for the, as you could see. And it looks, in my opinion, it looks pretty nice. I believe this car has it. Yeah, there you go. And it looks clean, to be honest. Versus the coupes had this glass right there stuck permanent. And then the next one would be 95 Cobra R. This one was the continuation of the 93 Cobra R into the sn95 body style. The 5.8 Windsor V8. The last time Ford put it into production in a Mustang. Sorry, I have hiccups. And this one was a beast. It was a track ready car. Very lightweight. It had no AC, no power windows, no radio. It had a radio delete, rear seat delete. Very basic. It even had manual seats for weight reduction. And it's a very well built car. Had a, I think, oil cooler, power steering cooler. As you can see, there's the engine, the 5.8 Windsor. Sorry, my light's getting in the way. This was a monster back in the day, pushing 300 horsepower, I believe, out of that Windsor, but the torque was there, over 350, if I'm not mistaken. And then next we have the 95 Mustang GTS. This is a special option you could order your Mustang from Ford, and it was like the Fox bodies had the LX version. So this would be like the 95 LX version. And you could go on see Japonia Parts, read more up on it, but this is a brief overview, is where you could purchase what you wanted specifically on a Mustang GT. So you wouldn't get the GT badging or the regular GT components. You could build it to how you want it. You could get the pony wheels, the 16-inch pony wheels. You could do the spoiler or a spoiler delete. You could get manual windows, like no power door locks. You could do a like the stock radio, or you could do the premium radio, and there were some other touches you could do cosmetically inside, like the seats. But you could only verify the GTS, I believe, through the VIN number, which you could do on online. There's some VIN decoders that tell you, or if not, if you have the actual title of the car, it might say GTS, depending how it was originally registered. But yeah, that's another distinguishing factor of the 95 model year specific that made these cars special. Another I keep saying issue, my bad guys. Another great part about the 95 model year was that it was the last year of the 5.0 Windsor V8. So as we all know, the Fox started with the 5.0. That's what gave the Mustang the 5.0. And it's the last year, as you can see. A different upper intake manifold and accessory drive from the Fox body, but other than that, essentially same drivetrain. Last year, the Mustang saw the pushrod V8, and it wasn't until 2011 that Ford brought the Mustang with the 5.0, but it was the Coyote based 5.0 to do overhead cam. So when people say it's not a 5.0, it's a 5.0 pushrod, not a 5.0 Coyote the overhead cam engine. So yeah. And then lastly would be it's the last year of the OBD1 for the 5.0 Mustangs. The after 95 was 96, in which the US mandated all 96 and up model years to have OBD2 requirements, which were better emissions and better fuel economy and easier like diagnostic tools for the mechanics, I guess, as a standard and as a standard for emissions testing. So these cars are OBD1. They have their old OBD1 scanner, which is the Innova yellow handheld scanner that you plug into the behind the passenger side strut tower is the connector for it, the OBD1 port. And it's more hard to figure out issues with these cars with that versus the newer cars where it might just tell you what sensor, what's the actual problem, or you could use live data. Versus this just gave you very basic info on what maybe is the issue or what's the last known code it had. And these are to sum it up, that's one of the 5 things that makes the 95 Mustang a bit different. And in my opinion, it might be the best year, being that had the hardtop convertible, which was a one-time year thing, hasn't been reproduced since, and it wasn't reproduced before. The 95 Cobra R, which was reproduced before, and the 93 Cobra R, and then after was the 2000 Cobra R, and that was the 3 main Cobra Rs. The 95 Mustang GTS, which was reproduced again in 96, but it was brought back as a 248A. As a 248A package in the 96 Mustang GT, but you wouldn't get the GT badging, I believe. So this one was the 96 and up GTS package. Last year of the 5.0 pushrod, which as we know, Ford brought the 5.0, but not in a pushrod, but as a dual overhead cam engine, which is a beast nonetheless. And then last year of OBD1, which OBD1 was a thing of the past. OBD2 is honestly way better, but yeah, 95 Mustang model year. To be honest, in my opinion, if you have different opinions or you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. And if I missed something or I gave info misread, please let me know. And I hope we guys can start a discussion down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.